Hello everybody and welcome back to Xenonauts. So I'm needing to re-record this because of technical issues with the recording itself. All of them can be attributed to a plugin for doing closed captioning that somebody released for OBS. And it has a major issue. If you use AMD's hardware encoders, either the 264 or 265 hardware encoders, it will literally fuck up your recordings. Particularly the video. Everything else is fine, but the video is absolutely fucked. So I'm needing to re-record these. I still want to go ahead and do that so I can have accurate-ish, in theory more accurate than YouTube's closed captioning, because YouTube's closed captioning is needing to deal with the fact that both my game and microphone audio is now on a single track when I upload the video to YouTube. That is not the case here. It is only capturing from my microphone. But let's see if we can have better luck this time. Let me go to get my timer started. This is going to be a shorter part at 30 minutes as opposed to the 45 to an hour because I am not particularly in a great mood, if I'm being completely honest with you. But we need to do this. Because if I don't do it now, it's going to fuck my entire recording schedule up, and I don't want to deal with that. So, yeah. As you saw, I went ahead and queued up Buzzard and Wolf armor. We are going to go ahead and start swapping out at least the Alpha team to those. The people that are shields and assaults are going to get the Wolf armor, and if you are a rifle, you will get the Buzzard jumpsuit. But we are not going to be focusing on building those right now. We're going to focus on getting the mag rifles for everybody first, because those are the most important in my opinion. And I do not believe we are ready to do a carrier. And of course, you guys managed to just catch him when you run out of fuel to be able to actually go and fight. It takes a fair little while for you guys to actually be ready to launch again. 4 hours. It looks like the aliens are going to be attempting to build a base. Looks like it will be in our radar range, which is great. My experience so far from needing to do this recording multiple times is that it looks like carriers, when they build a base, they plop down immediately in alien fortress. They do not deal with outposts and whatever the second tier is. They are always an a fortress. And that is not going to be particularly fun, if I'm being honest. So we're going to have to take care of that fortress at some point, but that will not be in this part and potentially not in the next part because, yeah, last time we did a fortress, not fun. I think we're going to make sure that we have all the better equipment before we go ahead and do a fortress. Again. Okay, rapid fire mags. Now I've read this thing 3 times now, so I'm not in the mood to do it. So if you want to read this, go ahead and pause the video. And there will be a second pop-up, of course, for new equipment for the ground vehicle, as well as upgraded ground defenses for the base. So again, if you want to read this second thing about the mag railgun, go ahead and pause the video. And we'll give you a little bit of time to go ahead and do that. Okay, and with that, we are out of research for now. We're not going to build any of the mag storms themselves for our troops to carry because I do not use those. Holy shit, this thing's going on a base attack. Fucking shoot it down. It is a carrier. That is a strike cruiser doing a bombing run, but Corsair 1 is currently being retrieved and has 30 hours to go. Corsair 2 is grounded for another 3 hours, and even then it's not going to be fully repaired. And Foxtrot 1 has 34 hours until it's ready to go. Where are you doing your bombing run? Don't know. It doesn't say, it just says you're doing a bombing run. But North Africa is the only base that has the range to be able to get to any of these guys. I mean, theoretically, Indochina could attempt it, but they're gonna fail. I already know that. They do not actually have the range to make it. Ah, landing. Don't have the means of actually getting to you. Would love to go for that, but I do not have the means to actually catch you. Otherwise, I would actually probably go for you. So, South Africa, or Southern Africa, is going to be not exactly happy with us. When the month inevitably ticks over, because we kind of sort of abandoned them, because I can't do anything about all these guys. Kind of a problem when you have limited capability of building strike craft. Especially when you get unlucky. But Southern Africa is still happy enough with us that they shouldn't leave us or anything. They're just gonna be upset. They're gonna throw a bit of a fit. They're gonna decrease our funding from them by a decent amount, but not enough to break the bank. Sadly, that last one there at the command center bombing upset the Soviets, which kind of sucks because I've been trying to rebuild relations with them because we only finally now have the ability to actually engage stuff within the entirety of their borders. Okay, we got the mag rifle down. Let's go ahead and get the carbines. Obviously, yes, we technically still have one more mag rifle that needs to be built, but the people who need the mag rifle can get it. The dude who's currently sitting at the base not doing anything, yeah, he doesn't desperately need the mag rifle. So let's go ahead and get the carbines out. And then we'll do the pistols, then we'll probably do the armor, and only after that will we finish off the mag rifle. And technically finish off the mag pistol, because there's going to be one pistol left to be built at the very end. Okay, yeah, funding is not going to be the greatest this month in terms of the monthly forecast. Terror Site Vienna, fuck that noise. I have zero interest in doing a terror site. You're flying that guy's flying away from me, so we're not going to bother with him. Go ahead and continue going for him. We're going to nuke that one because it's not worth it. Don't fucking lose all... God damn it, you guys are going to lose all your fuel. Go to base. We'll wait for him to get a little bit closer. He's going to Vienna, so, you know, he's not that far away. And he's going to fly around for a little while. Because they don't actually know where Vienna is. They think it's all the way up in frickin' Norway. But eventually they'll realize, oh wait, no, it's down here. It's in this place they call Italy. Airstrike that. I am not fucking going for that. If we're not ready to go for a carrier, we are definitely not going to be ready to go for a battleship. Just no freaking way. Okay, one of the mag carbines is done. Let's go ahead and equip somebody with that. Violet, you're going to get it first. Because it really doesn't matter. Both our shotgun people are privates. We can try to have the Central America team go over there, but they're not going to succeed. Oh no, they will, because he actually decided to instead fly towards them. Indochina can attempt to go for this guy. Change of plans. Go for the one that's within our radar coverage. Go for the first one I told you to go for. Go for this guy. Go back to that guy, because now he's flying south towards you. Which means you can actually intercept him. And the dudes in North Africa, or in the North Africa base, are still too beat up to go ahead and do any interception right now. Yeah, again, this is not going to be a great month, realistically. Mag carbines are done. Go ahead and get to the pistols now. 4 days for those. Lucia with the eye. You're going to go ahead and get your fancy shotgun. Best shotgun in the game. Not an exaggeration. It very much is true. It is the best shotgun in the game. Because this is the final tier of weapons. Yep, I was just about to ask. I'm like, are we going to have one last wave before the month actually ends? And the answer to that is kind of. It's so far late that this might as well be the first of next month. But, I mean, technically speaking, it's this month. Okay, again, nobody leaves, but people are upset. We do lose some money because our maintenance does exceed our funding granted. But this is fine. Mag pistol's finished. I wasn't paying attention, so whoops. That's fine, though. It doesn't really matter. You know, it doesn't hurt us that I wasn't paying attention for that. So that's fine. We have all the pistols. We technically still need to do one more rifle, but we're going to go ahead and do the armor first. Much more important, in my opinion. I would love to go for that crash site, but we're not in desperate need of resources. The reality is this is sort of a, yeah, you know, we're not going to though. The reality is we do not desperately need resources, so we can kind of pick and choose. We would have had no problem. Oh, I say that's not true. We would have probably taken some losses to do that landing ship. Nothing too significant. It would have been a minor annoyance at best. But I think we would have been fine in the grand scheme of things. He's going to fly towards you, so just go ahead and go for him. We can send just the Corsairs to take care of him. So this is going to be a somewhat quiet-ish part. Again, we could send the B team for that. But no. I'm not, honestly, I'm sort of not in the mood to do an actual ground battle. If I'm being completely honest. Needing to constantly re-record this because fucking OBS plugin hasn't been updated in like a year and still has an issue that was reported 2 years before that. And the dev has never even made any mention of, you know, oh yeah, I'm gonna work on fixing that or anything. People submitted logs and everything, but dev just kind of poofed out of existence, it seems like. Okay, we have one wolf battle armor. Let's go ahead and put that on. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because both our shield people are corporals. So let's put it on Nelly. There you go, Nelly. Look at your fancy armor. You got a visor and everything now. Yeah, you're not going to catch him because he's literally flying away from you. We got another wolf battle armor. Let's go ahead and put that on Violet. Of course, the issue is because of number of our people are low ranking and don't have the combat experience, some of them are going to be very slow and not being able to fire much when they go out on a mission for quite a while. But hey, with the new armor, they might survive more, so I don't need to replace them as often. In theory. Okay, wolf battle armor is finished. Go ahead and get the buzzard. Yeah, you go from 37 down to 30. But obviously, the reason why I'm giving shields and assault the wolf armor is because their primary job is to be my breachers, realistically. The only reason why I have any rifle people in the back row when I breach a UFO is because I don't have 3 shotgun people. Literally that simple. Go for the bombing run, dude. He's more annoying. In fact, I think also probably is more likely to be the one who does significant damage to us in terms of funding and reputation. Okay, we got one of the buzzards. Let's go ahead and give that to Commander Lucia Vasilieva. There you go. You got better protection, I guess, as a reminder. The Jackal is 22 across the board with the exception of chemical. Buzzard is 35. Wolf is 45, but the wolf weighs an extra 5 kilograms. Airstrike that. We could have done that one realistically. It wouldn't have hurt us significantly, but I'm in no rush. It really is that simple. I'm in no rush. I don't desperately need resources or anything, so again, we are going to pick and choose our engagements when it comes to UFOs right now. Well, we'll engage the UFOs, but I will pick and choose which ones we do ground attacks. So we're just going to take the free money for a lot of these, this part in particular. He's literally right on top of you. You guys have to have enough fuel to engage him. Thank you. You are flying back. Let's see if Indochina can catch you now. Yeah, part of the issue is our current interceptors, the Corsairs, are, they're just slightly slower than the carriers by 5 kilometers an hour. We don't have the thing here, but yes, carriers are, I believe, if we pull this up, Corsairs are 2,750 kilometers. This is a carrier traveling at 2,800 kilometers an hour. So, like I said, they are 50 kilometers an hour faster than our Corsairs. Technically, that also applies to the Foxtrot, because the Foxtrot is the same top speed as the Corsairs. So that's why these guys are able to outrun us. We only catch them whenever they decide to make a turn. Whether that turn is towards us or not is largely irrelevant. The slight slowdown of them making a turn is usually enough for us to catch up to them. Because we're usually not too far behind. But it does sort of go like Scooby-Doo or something, where we're just kind of chasing after them for a while, and then eventually we manage to catch them. Okay. It should be noted that the Buzzard takes more time to build. It's almost twice as long, the construction time. So it's going to take us longer to get those out. Irina, you get to swap over. Is that all of them? Looks like it is, yes. Make sure I didn't accidentally unequip somebody's armor or something. Okay, yeah, no, that all looks good. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and sell off all of these Jackal armors because we're not using them. You are doing ground attack. Eesh, lots of ground attack up in Europe and the Soviet Union. Oh shit, we got a base attack. We have a carrier coming to attack us. Change of plans. That is priority number 1 because I definitely don't want the B team going and needing to defend their base. And I don't actually know if 3 mag batteries is enough to actually defend against a carrier. I think it is. I'm fairly certain it is, but I don't know that for certain, so I'm not risking it if I can avoid it. Oh, yeah. North Africa Squadron is not going to catch this guy before they run out of fuel, and if they do, they're not going to have enough fuel to actually engage him for any extended period of time, so they're going to have to head back to base. Yeah. I knew how that all works out. It's just how it is when you're dealing with these guys. Once, I guess maybe we'll be doing a carrier next time because we do need to get some new techs. And I think the carrier will give it to us. One down, two down. There's one more left down here, but I don't think anybody's going to be able to engage him anytime soon. I guess it depends on what our holdup is for being able to get new techs. I don't know if it's something we need to get from assaulting a UFO, or if it is potentially need to do this leader interrogation. If it's leader interrogation, there's one at the fortress, which we can go ahead and take care of next part. Okay, you're gonna fly towards Indochina, so Indochina is gonna be the one to intercept. Or not. Or not, you know, that's also a valid option, of course. Soviet Union is actually going to decrease funding slightly, which kind of sucks. Okay, mag rifles are officially done. Let's go ahead and build more jackal armor, and let's give the last dude a yak up here. He's been waiting forever to get his hands on a mag rifle. Now he has one. And he gets to enjoy it in all its glory. At the shooting range, because he's probably never going out on a fight. Well, I say that's not true. He might go out on a fight, but he's not going to be going out on whatever this next engagement that we do inevitably do is. You're flying away, so I'm not going to go ahead and try and chase you. You are close enough, and I'm pretty sure you're slow enough, right? Yeah, our guys are fast enough to be able to intercept a bomber, or excuse me, a strike cruiser. That is a scout. We can take care of that real quick with the Corsairs. You are vaguely flying in my direction, so our guys have a halfway decent chance of engaging you. You know what? I will go ahead and we'll let this part go a little bit long, and we'll take care of this. Check out our nice fancy new equipment, but stay back a little bit, wait till day comes around, because I hate fighting at night. I absolutely hate it. You could do it, I hate it, I really do. God, you guys took longer to intercept him than I anticipated. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel my timer because it's gonna go off in about a minute. And let's go ahead and see how this goes. I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, we have better equipment now, so our breachers should be able to, you know, be better protected. And even our non-breachers will be better protected because they do still have armor that is better. Okay, what corner are we in? We are in the right-hand corner, okay. Now, thing is, enemies could theoretically be here. Probably not, but they could be, and that's the main thing. Shit. Pull back to here, crouch, look in this direction. He will probably try to shoot you, Lucia, but I think you'll be safe. You should be, at least. I mean, these guys struggle enough to kill you when you're wearing jackal armor and you have wolf armor. He'd have to get super fucking lucky. Now that I said that, he will get super fucking lucky, of course. That's just how this game... That's just how shit goes, right? You say something and then it just, you know, it happens. Even if the chances of it actually happening are super freaking slim. Yeah, he's not accurate either. Yep, there is somebody out here. Like I said, there's a chance of somebody being out there. Not super likely, but there was a possibility, and that was the case here. Just... If you had not killed him, you would have had an opportunity to fire a second shot, which may have hit him that time. Now, I don't know what we saw out here. And this is supposed to be, I think, all of those guys, just those guys, the Caissons, I believe. Considering that this thing can't actually hover on any level beyond what it's currently at, you know, the main level, I kind of feel like it probably should have destroyed that, the barbed wire fence there. But, you do you, game. You do you. Okay, and the advantage, of course, of the buzzer to some extent is also the fact that it can be used for scouting. I'm pretty sure we can shoot when we are using it, but we're really not accurate at all. Haruko and Irina are supposed to be together, I believe, so you go there, you run over here. This guy's only suppressed because of that dude. You have a single shot, which is more than enough to be able to take care of a case, and if one does decide to pop out there. Okay, that was a civilian that we saw. Because I know we saw somebody run over here who was not the guy who shot at us. And it looks like that was probably that civilian. Way the fuck off. Also did not even destroy this as it passed through, which I kind of think it probably should have, if we're being honest. Yeah, no. Haruko should not be the one to do that, probably. You know, the whole lacking time units thing kind of makes it a little hard to do. I believe that these have windows on the top. I thought. But it looks like I might be misremembering. Okay, yeah, go back down. If memory serves me correctly, I believe in OGXCOM, when you were using the equipment that allowed you to hover, your guys could literally crouch while hovered. Did it make sense? God, no. But it was something you could do. How close can I get you so you can potentially still shoot at him? I think you can probably shoot him from there. No. Okay, just go here. If he comes around, you can blast him. Great job, but sadly he already shot the civilian. We know there's somebody up top here, because they shot at you. You don't have a good chance of hitting. But there you go. Of course, though, they used up all of your action points, so you have 0 ability to move into cover. But he's probably the only one there. Probably. You do not have eyes on him. I want you to pull back into cover. Watch here. You have no ability to reaction fire, but whatever. Weren't able to save that civilian, sadly. I don't think there's anybody else over here, so these guys are going to go ahead and make their move over to here. The dudes in the fancy armor are just going to go ahead and make the run for it, while the guys in the not as fancy armor are going to avoid doing that. That was a bad plan, buddy. That was a terrible plan. The building looks clear. We see the smoke from the UFO. I mean, this should be empty. I'm fairly certain that that all should be empty. Why? Why, game? Why do you do it like that? That just makes 0 fucking sense to me. For whatever reason there, the game was like, no, you can't go back down. You know, you can't reissue orders. Okay, well that is probably everybody outside if I had to make a guess, so the last of them are probably inside. Because that is, what, 3 that we've killed outside? There was, I think, 10 in total, and realistically there's gonna be less than that overall because of some of them dying in the crash. Okay. Go here. Wanted you to check that. I mean, you know, these guys will go ahead and clear this side, because why the hell not? They need to go buy it anyway, so fuck it. Might as well. Are you gonna be able to get back inside? I don't think so. You shot at me twice. That was a terrible plan, buddy. And I destroyed the door. Whoopsie daisy. Kinda sucks, but it's not that big of a deal. It is a minor inconvenience. I don't have much in the way of eyes inside there, though. Okay, that's all clear. Is there a breach in the side here? No. Doesn't look like it. In which case, great. Yeah, okay, there isn't. Now, Irina claims she can't see anything, but that could just be because, you know, all the smoke and fire inside. So we'll see how true that is in a little while. But if that is actually, you know, accurate, they're probably all in the back room. You know, this isn't our first time dealing with these. There's usually at least 1 or 2, like, in the back room. So, shotgun and shield guys are gonna push up. Do you have a friend? Probably. We can't see him. But you probably had a friend. It is interesting that seemingly one side of this provides cover at an angle while the other one doesn't, which makes 0 sense. Because there's literally 0 difference in the actual, you know, orientation of where our guys would be relative here. So there should be 0 difference in the coverage here that this little concrete thing provides cover of. But for some reason the game says, no, I'm going to treat each side differently. Okay, they are, yeah, probably all in the back there. Usually when they're in the back there, they don't come out, so I think we'll be fine doing this. Better luck next time. Okay, so Ruri gets promoted to sergeant. We get a bad rating for surviving local forces and civilians because the one local force got murdered and one of the civilians got killed right in front of us. Irina manages to get herself the Long Service Medal for active participation in 20 combat missions, which is great for her. Let's see if we can take care of this guy real quick before we end the part. But it looks like the answer to that is going to be a no. Oh, nope, just barely. Just barely. We can't take care of you because we have to rearm and then refuel, and because we had to wait so long, we're not going to be able to refuel in time. Let's wait until you leave, and then we'll end the part. Well, I guess we wait until everybody leaves, actually. I'm surprised you managed to catch him. I'm really surprised that the Central American Squadron managed to catch that guy. He will probably be taking off shortly. Yep. Turn to base. Crash site, airstrike it. Okay, well, I think next part we are probably going to assault that alien fortress in southern Africa to improve their relations with us. Because, you know, it's there. So, yeah. Oh, that is not going to be a fun mission. I can say that with confidence, but it's what we're gonna have to do, it seems like, sadly. But yeah. So, I'll see you all next time. I'm not recording 2 episodes back to back. I don't need to keep my recording schedule, but when I originally tried to record all this stuff, I did do 2 back to back. I'm just not in the mood to do 2 back to back now, so yeah. Like I said, it doesn't screw with my recording schedule, so it's all fine. So I'll see you all next time. Quick reminder, if you enjoy this series or any other series on the channel, the 2 major ways to support the channel financially, if you wish to do so, is going to be either via Patreon or Streamlabs. Take your pick as to which you'd prefer to use. If you go Patreon, you get some goodies such as early access to videos, while if you go Streamlabs, you don't get any goodies. You just, if anything, get the good warm fuzzy feeling in your stomach or wherever it is that you get your warm fuzzy feelings. That more of the money you give, at least when it comes to individual donations, tips, whatever you want to call them, do reach the channel. While Patreon takes a 5% cut, I believe, off of the total. So yeah. Patreon is great. I think overall, if you have a bunch of people who support the channel on a regular basis, but if it's just one-offs or small amounts periodically, I think going the Streamlabs route is probably better. For the channel in terms of, you know, whatever the channel gets in terms of monetization to help cover the cost of buying games, computer hardware, etc., etc. But if you want to stay up to date with the channel when it comes to my schedule, I would highly recommend that you go ahead and join the Discord. You can find a link to that as well down in the description. That is my go-to place for posting about the channel, any change to my recording or streaming schedule. Sometimes I'll remember to post elsewhere, but don't count on it. So I'll see you all next time. Until then, goodbye and farewell.